from the Farmers Association to the making of the honey, and also to the different types of bees that are into the hive. Also behind me is where tourists will get a full demonstration of the different bee process and products that are produced here in Charlestown, Buffalo Valley.
And I do hope you'll enjoy your tour here. Now you might be wondering, why are we inside and where are we? You're right inside the Asafo Yard in Charlestown, and you're here of course because I'm going to give you a tour about the Asafo Yard, what it is used for, and the main purpose of it today. The Asafo Yard was used back then when the Maroons want to plan their strategy for battle. They would gather in the Asafo Yard to do that. So today it is still kept sacred. All we do inside here is drumming on the stage, having guests like you inside here for lunch and dance as well. And today we also keep our music and meetings here inside the Asafo Yard. Now we're going to go on the outside where our tour officially began. The whole entire Maroon story begins on the side of the Asafo Yard. The first picture showing men blowing bamboo flute. Now in those days they used bamboo to make music, whether by playing with two sticks, having small rocks inside to shake, or just to rub together, even making a flute. And so today we do keep that as a part of our music too. We play bamboo with two sticks, and the joint of the bamboo is called the quartz. You'll see that when you get in. The other picture is showing how much we respect our colonel. We do respect him by covering him under a large umbrella on the 23rd of June each year. Why the 23rd of June? That's when we do have a big Quo victory celebration, and we want to say to the world, this is how we respect our colonel, we honor him. So we covered him under a large umbrella. He would sometimes ride on the shoulders of strong men or even on the donkey. Now when you go to a Maroon community and they say Obunge, they are talking about the donkey or the jackal. This large picture here in the middle is the middle passage of the slave ship, and it is showing you exactly what took place, how people are packed here in the middle passage, and some of what was expected in there. So they didn't have bathroom there separate from bedroom, even a dining hall to have their meal. So they had to eat there, sleep there, pass the urine and feces there. In a while from that, what would happen? People would end up getting sick. And in getting sick, they would have to take that ladder which you have seen, which is called the ladder of death. Now taking that ladder, people do have 50-50 chance in surviving. When they go up, if they get better, then they would come back down the ladder. But if they died, then they would throw them overboard. That's not the only time though that they would use that ladder. They would use it in case of a storm and they want to lighten the cargo. They would have selected people going up there and then force them overboard. Now the other picture you're seeing is how they contained them when they were freed by bounding the hand bearing them and shuttle feet together. So we couldn't move unless the whole entire path were moving. But after a while, when they were free to go about, when they were adjusted to the place, that's when Manny, Kwao, Kojo, three Maroon military leaders came together and they planned their strategy, what they're going to do, how they're going to escape, and they took the mountains for it. Now when they take the mountains for it, they had an hedge over the British. British did not know the mountains, so what did they do? They import bloodhounds from Cuba to hunt them down. Now, do you want to see the rest of the museum, or do you want to continue the tour? Let's go to the museum. On the door of the museum is the Vancouver bird. The handles are the Adenko symbol of the Vancouver deity. The head are the bird's future. Now we say the bird is looking back into the past. It's taking something from behind to take forward. So the bird is taking oil from the tail feather so it can maintain the rest of the body to preserve the future. So what we have inside the museum or things from the past that we keep to today for the generation to come. Welcome to the museum. On the decks of the museum are displays of the ambush of the maroon. So it shows you how the maroon prepared for an ambush by covering themselves in bushes. So when you see the bushes move and thought there was no one inside, the maroon was there waiting to overpower the British for their weapons. You might be wondering where our future coming inside this museum. When they come in to use the book, to learn more about maroons, or to do just basic researches that they get in school, or even adults, when they come inside to read the books as well, and choose from novels what they want to do. And so today, we keep the museum active. The future active too as well. So, let's talk more about the maroons. The maroons by their daily struggles forge for themselves an identity according to which they judge themselves. Now, if that struggle and identity are not understood, then any judgment of them is not valid. Meaning, they believe in preserving for the future, so they would take things and put it down for the younger generation to learn from. And if you don't believe in doing that, then they say you are not friend of the maroon, because we somehow must preserve the future. Who are the maroons? The maroons are people whose spirits could not be broken, living in the wilderness and was dangerous to encounter. However, the original word maroon is formed from the word cimarron, meaning wild and untamed. And so they say the maroons were wild and untamed. Why? Because they used to operate the cimarron bull. And the cimarron bull were very strong bull and was hard to maintain. However, in every maroon community you go to, we do have maroon heroes. Right here in Charlestown, our hero is Cleon. Why? Because he had signed a peace treaty on the behalf of the Windward Maroons of Portland on the 23rd of June, 1739. So each year, the 23rd of June, right here in Charlestown, inside the Association where you were, we have a large Cleon victory celebration where all the Maroons from all over put together and celebrate with us here. We have Maroon from Ghana, Mexico, Suriname, even here in Jamaica each year. In the middle here is a copper pot. And this copper pot was used back then to boil sugar. Now what they would have done is lift it and put it on the fire. Why would they lift it first and put it on the fire? Because it is really heavy. So in getting it on the fire, then they would fill it up with cane juice. Now when they get the cane juice inside and it begins to boil, they let it stay for a while. So therefore, we depend on the elderly folks to say to us, don't do that.